Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets rattle, the bombs bursting in our gate through the night, that our flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and the free? And the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
the Edmonton Oilers in Los Angeles to face the Kings. Good afternoon, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We're the Oilers Radio Network. And our starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Adam Henrique with Trent Frederick making his Oilers debut, and Zach Hyman up front. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak. In goal, it's Calvin Pickard. For the Kings, Anze Kopitar with Andre Kuzmenko and Adrian Kempe. On defense, Joel Edmondson and Brent Clark. In goal, it's Darcy Kemper. Trevor Hansen, Michael Markovic with Ryan Jackson and Andrew Smith. They're on the lines as we get set to go. Here from the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, we drop the puck. We're underway as it's right at the Edmonton blue line and goes into the Oiler bench.
And welcome to the Edmonton Oilers. Trent Frederick just blasted his man into the boards. And he is, you know what, he's kind of skating a little bit awkward on his right foot. He's coming off. Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. He's going to have, he threw a huge hit. And
we're just 6 seconds in.
6 seconds in.
Well, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. Huh.
Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. 27 saves, that 3-2 win in San Jose Thursday.
TD force right after they hit.
Kuzmenko on the right wing side in the Edmonton zone. We'll get it back to the point. Edmonton in behind the net to Kopitar. Kopitar can't work it in front of the goal with Nurse in front of him. Then Nurse's stick craters. He's got it tied up, kicks it free with his skate. Now they got it up against the boards. It goes to the blue line. Clark across the line to Edmondson. Back over to Clark. Now on the right to Kempe. On the left wing, Kuzmenko to the blue line to Edmondson. Left wing to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko, a move getting away from Henry, going towards the net. A centering pass. He put it through the slot. It goes to the point. Edmondson will keep it in. Hits the broken stick. It goes in behind the net. Kopitar to the left wing. To the left wing point for Anderson to Edmondson. His shot is blocked in the slot, and Hyman will get it out. And at center ice, he's able to shoot it into the King zone. Edmondson on the end boards, leaving it in behind the net. Kempe's got it at the side of the goal for Los Angeles. Floats it through the middle. That's too far for Vogel. And it'll be icing against the Kings. We're a minute 17 gone here in a scoreless first period.
And we're still watching Trent Frederick down on the Oilers bench. As out comes Skinner along with Janmark. Connor Brown. This line was really good against San Jose.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Puck back to the point. Bouchard shot. That's kicked out by Kemper. At the top of the circle on the right wing. Janmark behind the net. To Brown off the side of the goal. And it's shot up near the blue line where it's kept in by Wallman. Or to the right wing. Could not quite connect with Jeff Skinner. The puck comes out. Moore put it into the Oilers zone, but that was offside. Just a minute 41 gone here in a scoreless first. Oilers have had two very close games with the Kings this year. A 4-3 overtime loss here in Los Angeles, December 28th. January 13th, it was a 1-0 win in Edmonton. Face-off just outside the Oiler blue line. Nugent Hopkins out there with Arvidsson and Podkolzin. Arvidsson has goals in 3 straight. As the puck goes to Mikey Anderson, put it across to Doughty, and he'll drift the puck in. Stetcher poked it in behind the net. Moore from the right goes over to the right wing corner, back to the point for Doughty. A wrist shot, and that one off the stick of Deneau, never got through to the net. And it's Podkolzin in the center ice for Arvidsson. Arvidsson in over the line. Drops it to Stetcher. Got it into the corner, and Anderson picks it up for the Kings. Won't get it out. And Anderson runs right into Arvidsson. And Moore clears it for the Kings. Nugent Hopkins at center ice. Lifts it towards the goal. Gloved by Kemper. We'll get the whistle. It'll be a face-off in the Kings zone. 2:20 gone here in a scoreless first. Kemper second in the NHL in goals against average. Tied for third with save percentage at .920. Face off to the left of Kemper. Kapanen with Jones and Perry. Emberson and Kulak on the back end. Ty Emberson playing in his 100th NHL game. On the right wing, Laferriere will bounce it out to center ice. Went off of Fiala. Kulak into his own end. Another Kapanen to Kulak up through the middle off a stick. It goes down to Spence inside Los Angeles territory. To Gavrikov. Out of Fiala to Gavrikov, and he'll come through the middle into the Edmonton zone, but Byfield was in over the line. It's offside against the Kings. Oilers will fire out the Nugent Hopkins, Arvidsson, Podkolzin trio.
Well, this has put a change into things at Frederick. Not seen him since the hit 6 seconds in.
Stayed on the bench.
He stayed on the bench.
But yeah, you're right. He hasn't come back on the ice. Emberson with it inside Edmonton zone. Cross. The Kulak will flip it through the middle. It's a bouncing puck. Kopitar to Anderson. Cross to Doughty. Up the right wing for Kempe. To the Edmonton end, and it's broken up by Kulak, and now thrown across ice for Ty Emberson at center ice. He's going to dump it in. That goes off the glass to Doughty, right wing corner. He'll rim it to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko out with the backhand, knocked out of the air by Podkolzin. He'll come into the Kings zone. Pass on the right. He was looking for Arvidsson, but it comes back to Podkolzin to the point for Bouchard. On the right wing, Podkolzin had it in his skates, and Arvidsson will keep it in, but Kempe go to the middle of the ice to Kopitar, and he'll go back into his own end. Kopitar takes it in behind the Kings net. We're scoreless here in the first. Up the right wing to Laferriere. He got forced back by Henrique. Over to Edmondson. Out to Doughty. Bank it up to center ice. Fiala to Edmondson, and he'll rim the puck in to the right wing point, and Clark had to go out and come back in. It's offside against the Kings.
Perry has replaced Frederick with this trio here to start. So he's still on the bench, but not out with his line mates, Trent Frederick.
After delivering a hit 6 seconds into the game.
And it was a hard hit. He took a healthy run.
Bouchard on the right wing, through the middle to Hyman. He's trying to split the D. The shot, and a pad save made by Kemper.
Not sure how that wasn't a hook.
Puck comes out to the neutral zone, and Perry's right back in with it. Down the right wing. Perry going towards the net. Goes in behind it for Henrique. He's on the end boards. Left wing to Corey Perry. It poked off his stick and out through the middle is Fiala. To Byfield into the Oiler end. Couldn't get a pass back to Fiala. Puck near the blue line. And Perry will come out to center ice for Edmonton. He'll dump it in on the backhand. Oilers will make a change. Apr.05 with it inside Los Angeles territory up the left wing for Hellenius, and he'll dump it in. Malott after it left wing, goes in behind the net. Had to go off his stick right to Janmark. Comes out from behind the goal for Edmonton. Matthias Janmark through center and over the King line. The pass to Brown. Off his skate to the right wing corner. Janmark helps it around on the left. Goes to the top of the circle. Hellenius will get it out. And the puck in the neutral zone. Malott through the middle. They'll shoot it in. It's right on net. Pickard sweeps the puck over to the boards. Hellenius put it through the slot. There's nobody there for the Kings. Brown will get it out up the left wing to Skinner. Now to Nurse. He'll shoot it in. It goes off the end boards. Left wing corner. Nurse centering pass all the way to the right wing point. Emberson across the line off of Kapanen. Spence could chop it out. Kulak at the Edmonton line up the right wing for Kapanen. Goes to the right wing corner. We're scoreless here in the first. 5:40 gone in the opening period. It's in behind the Kings net. Anderson to the right for Moore. Moore cuts to the middle. Gets out to center. On the back end. Will shoot it in. Emerson's got to go in behind the Oiler net to the right wing corner. He's up against the boards. Max Jones comes to help out. Deneau gets the puck for the Kings. Then pinned by Emberson. Fogle gets it free to Moore in behind the goal. Comes over to the right wing. Leaves it to Warren Fogle. Shoots it towards the net. The save by Pickard. Rebound. Pickard stopped that one. He got spun around. And the puck goes over to the right side and cleared out by Jones. It'll be icing against Edmonton, but the Kings come awfully close.
Well, that was an unorthodox look, to say the least. And fighting off and making the stop was Calvin Pickard, and the Kings are going to get a D-zone draw or an O-zone draw here.
That hit Calvin Pickard in the backside. He got spun around.
So Edmonton's clearly down to 11 forwards. So Trent Frederick, at this point, and again, still a distinct possibility of returns, but he has missed a couple rotations here. Kapanen, D-zone draw here for the Oilers.
Off the left wing, Kuzmenko to the blue line to Mikey Anderson. To the right wing corner for Kopitar. Up to Kuzmenko, and it'll get to the line. It does come out.
Well played defensively there by Kapanen. Camp supported the play and created a turnover.
It's at the Edmonton blue line. Kopitar was able to get it into the zone. Jones back out with it. Kempe will shoot it in. Pickard will set it in behind the net. Emberson on the left to Nugent Hopkins. Now he'll come out through the middle of the ice. At center ice, into the right wing corner with it. Anderson across to Doughty to Kopitar on the right to Kempe. Out through the middle. It glances off his skate. Kept in. Arvidsson on the right wing. Comes to the right wing corner for Nugent Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard. Tried to shoot it, and Kuzmenko blocked it and will get it out for the Kings. Kuzmenko in over the line. Top of the circle across to Kempe. And a penalty coming up to Edmonton when they touch it. To the point, Clark. The shot blockered away by Pickard. Puck along the left wing. Clark had it touched there by Bouchard. And the Edmonton Oilers are about to be shorthanded. Arvidsson's going off for a hook. We're going to take a break. 7:30 gone here in a scoreless first. The Oilers take on the Kings from the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. It's 4.
Up to 21st in the league at 77.2%. LA's are by the weakest part of their team game. 28th in the league at 16.5. Trent Frederick is on the bench. He took a skate during the first commercial timeout.
Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. Henrique taking the draw against Kopitar. It goes to Jake Wallman. Will get it around the boards. They get a lot on it, and Kempe keeps it in. Coming to the right corner. Wallman to the line, but Kopitar down the right wing. It comes out to Kuzmenko. Across to Doughty. Has it on the left side. All the way over the one-timer. And Fiala fanned on it, and clearing it down the ice is Henrique. Kemper will set it in behind the net. Drew Doughty coming up the left wing. Off the boards to Kopitar. Kopitar left wing to Fiala. Has to shoot it in. Rims on the right side. Off his stick right to Connor Brown. And he can get it down the ice for Edmonton.
It's penalty killing. Major reason why Brown and Janmark are super important for Edmonton. They really push the pace. Break a lot of plays up in the neutral ice on zone entries.
Kempe on the right wing. Into the Edmonton zone, across to Doughty, now in the left wing corner to Fiala. Fiala back to the point. To Doughty, to Fiala, to the middle. Kempe shot, and a good stop by Pickard, and it's cleared down the ice by Kulak.
And that one was a little too easy for me for their zone entry. Quickly, Brown and Janmark back out as the Kings do a reset. And Brown breaks the play up.
Clark had to swing that back to Moore. Moore to Byfield. Byfield through the middle into the Edmonton zone. Over to Trevor Moore on the right wing. He's about top of the circle. Janmark pestering him on the play. And it's in the skates of Moore. Goes to the blue line. Clark to Moore. On the right to Byfield. Byfield to Moore. Shovels it around on the left for Warren Fogle. Top of the circle. For Deneau. Deneau to Fogle behind the net. Stops back there. To the left wing. Off the left wing boards to Clark. Will shoot it. Save the rebound. Put wide by Moore. What a chance. And he missed. Clark on the left wing point. To Byfield. Into the slot. Off the stick of Brown. It comes out.
I don't know how they didn't score. Like he got it through the 5-hole of Pickard and somehow didn't hit his pad and go into the net.
Went right out the other side. Puck cleared. Sent in front of the net, but picked out of the air by Bouchard. Oilers able to kill off that penalty to Arvidsson. We're scoreless in the first, almost halfway through it, as Kulak comes up the left wing for Edmonton. His pass off the stick of Hyman goes in behind the Kings net where he got caught up to it to Arvidsson. It's shot off the arm of Kemper. And Malott up the right wing. Malott to center ice, rimming it in the Edmonton zone. Arvidsson can poke it in behind the net. Brett Kulak will set up back there.
Here's the stationary breakout for Edmonton because the Kings play it's a little bit looking more like a 1-2-2, but it's really a 1-3-1.
Comes through the middle and it's broken up. Laferriere to Fiala into the Edmonton zone. Pass across. Good job breaking it up by Darnell Nurse. The puck along the left wing in the Oiler end, and Perry will get it up the right side to Skinner and over the line. Doughty had stood him up, comes back to Stetcher, he'll shoot it in. Anderson in behind the net for the Kings. Scoreless here in the first. 9 minutes remaining. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer with the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles as Kempe into the Edmonton zone to Kopitar to Kuzmenko. Across to the right. Spence on the right wing is shot off an Oilers stick to the blue line. Gavrikov on the left side to Kopitar to the middle. Gavrikov shot, and that's off the blocker of Pickard and cleared out by Stetcher. Spence into his own zone. Up to Kopitar through the middle to Kuzmenko. Right wing to Moore. Over the Edmonton blue line. Stops up. His pass goes into the corner. There was no one there for the Kings. Then Podkolzin for Jake Wallman. Only to center that gets picked off.
Got to make sure the puck's there if you're Edmonton. Can't fuel their transition on quick strips.
Gavrikov to center ice. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the right. Sit behind the Edmonton goal. Moore in the corner now on the left wing. Pass goes just off of Deneau. Moore to the blue line. Edmondson over to Clark. Try to put it towards the net. And it just bounces wide. Wasn't a hard shot, but it was changing direction. Todd Colson will give it to Wallman. He's got it in the Edmonton end. On the right wing now to Janmark. Janmark swings through the middle. That's to center ice. We'll shoot it in. It's right on goal. Kemper will hold on. And we'll get a break. With 7:38 to go in the scoreless first, the Oilers taking on the Kings from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's for dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network here. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 to support. And we see Trent Frederick out on the ice.
This is his second shift. Of course, 6 seconds through a heavy hit. Left the game. First commercial break was out there. Second commercial break tried it. He's on the ice right now.
Kulak with a shot, and that hit traffic in front of the net, and Fiala will get it out for the Kings. Right wing to Byfield. To Doughty, who's inside his own blue line. On the right wing for Laferriere. He'll dump it in. Pickard to the right corner. Emberson now in behind the goal. To Kulak to Emberson. Cross ice. Frederick up the left side. We'll get this center ice. Now to Kulak. Comes into the King zone for Hyman. Down the right wing trying to drive towards it. Put it off the outside of the goal. It's on the inboard.
Oh, man. He got dumped there hard.
Rim to the left wing point. Brent Kulak across to Ty Emberson. Shoots it towards the net. Blocked in front of the net. Gets into the slot. Hyman can't get a shot through. And on the right wing, Laferriere will clear it out. Emberson for Hyman. Just got it in over the line. Gavrikov over to Spence for the Kings. Or Kuzmenko on the right to Kempe. He'll come into the Oilers zone. His shot, not much on it. Stick safe by Pickard. The puck on the left wing point. Gavrikov, he'll shoot that. And that one goes off the arm or hand of Podkolzin. And the puck in the left wing corner. Kuzmenko. Trying to come out of the left corner. He does. Got it in front of the net. And that never did get to the net. Arvidsson couldn't get it out. Kuzmenko had lifted his stick, and Kopitar on the right wing in the corner for Kuzmenko. To Kempe, cross to the left point. Gavrikov shot off the stick of Kopitar wide. From the right wing, unable to get a shot to the net was Kuzmenko, and getting it out to Podkolzin, the center to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing to Arvidsson, back to Nugent Hopkins, but it went on net, and the save made by Kemper. The score is here in the first. Puck flipped out. At center ice, 5:45 to go in the period. Bouchard will come into the King zone. Wrap the puck to the left wing corner, goes to the point. Wallman, cross corner. Perry along the boards to Kapanen. He'll go in behind the goal. Over to the left, up to the top of the circle. Cycles the puck to Corey Perry. Now trying to find Max Jones. He's in behind the net. And up the left wing, Lewis will get it out for Los Angeles.
Good hit. Oh, Perry got dumped. Max Jones got a good hit out there, and then Perry got dumped in the neutral ice. And
Bouchard through the middle and off the stick of Jones. He'll come in and took a shot and put it just wide. It's in behind the Kings net. Jones over to the left, back to the point. Wallman shot, and a save made by Kemper. He's going to hold on to that. 4:55 to go here. Scoreless first period. The Oilers are in Los Angeles. From the Crypto.com arena, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Hey, Paul Brain. Let's hear the first. The Oilers taking on the Kings. 4:55 to go in the opening period. Coventry Homes has created a sleek, high-class space with a modern twist on a classic Moody sports pub. It's perfect for any Oilers die-hard fan. You can check it out in the West End community of Rosemont. Best part is, by visiting any Coventry Homes show home before April 12th, you can enter to win the ultimate game day experience. Don't miss your chance. Head to a Coventry Homes show home and check out their Oilers fan caves today. Coventry Homes, official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Darcy Kemper. Oilers and Kings still at zeros. Puck back to the left wing point. Emberson to the right corner with it. And it's shot off the corner boards and out by Deneau. Moore looking for it in the Edmonton zone, but Emberson will go high in the air and out. And it bounces right at the Los Angeles blue line. And Janmark trying to poke it towards the net. Goes to the left wing. Anderson to get it out for Los Angeles. The center ice for Moore. Moore made it move at the blue line, threw it offside, or I thought.
That was offside.
I thought so too. The puck rimmed on the right wing. Goes to Moore. Now to Fogle out of the right wing corner. To Trevor Moore. Moore on the right corner in front to Deneau. Off his stick over to the boards. Brown will get it to the line. Jeff Skinner, left wing to Matthias Janmark into the Kings zone. Played it off the end boards. It goes to the right wing point. Stetcher through the middle to Frederick. Off of him right to the net. And Kemper will cover it. And then Frederick's going to get into it with Anderson a bit in behind the Kings goal. Linesman will get in there. Everybody else does too. Trent Frederick having his making his presence known here on this shift. We're scoreless with 3:53 to go in the first period.
Well, after the way this game started for Trent with a big hit, and then he left the ice 6 seconds in, you're a little nervous, but that's 2 shifts in a row, and he's been, as advertised, in front of the net and a pain to play against, and a big man, big presence.
Face off to the left of Kemper. Henrique in the face-off circle is Quentin Byfield. They tried it once.
Won that too cleanly.
Yeah. I have to do that again.
Adam Henrique's the guy that's really stepped up here of late. Frederick's going to take a draw. Of course, he's played a little bit of center. About 44% on face-offs this year in Boston.
Mark gets to the corner. Edmondson to Clark, but there's Hyman right there, and the puck will go to Fiala. And he'll get it out through the middle to Clark. Clark over to the right wing. Lifted in right to the glove of Calvin Pickard, and it'll be a face-off in the Edmonton zone.
So Adam Henrique's had multiple games over 16 minutes here over the last 5 games with some combination of McDavid or Dryden. Connor's missed the last 6, so Henrique's up to 54.7% on the face-off circle. Of course, Leon Draisaitl a 50% face-off, 54% face-off man as well.
Face-off to the left of Calvin Pickard. To the blue line. Clark going to the middle. Now on the right to Fiala. To Clark. Has it left wing point. Clark will shoot it off the skate of Henrique, and it goes out of play.
So I saw Brent Clark last year in between games 3 and 4 of the Edmonton-LA series, and I thought Broberg outplayed him. Ontario won the game and won the series. They play a best of 3 in the opening round, but you can see the offensive instincts of Clark. And with Doughty out at the start of the year, he was the man that ran their power play. Now Drew's back, but he can really move the puck.
First round pick of the Kings in 21. He's got the puck on the point. He'll shoot it. And that hit a stick, just went wide of the Edmonton net. Fiala to the blue line, checked on the play. And Nugent Hopkins in over the Kings line. His pass across to Arvidsson. Threw it right back across the crease. Nobody there for the Oilers to tap it home. Podkolzin to Arvidsson. Shot in a right pad, saved by Kemper. Fiala will get it out for the Kings. To Byfield, he'll dump it in. Nurse across to Kulak. Kulak comes up the right wing for Edmonton. Off the right wing, boards it in. Spence to the line, past Kulak and out.
Well, that whole play for Arvidsson, Edmonton's best chance of the game. That happens because Podkolzin is so good on stripping pucks. Keep him plays alive in the O-zone.
Gets flipped into the Kings bench. We get a whistle. 2:40 to go here in a scoreless first. Yeah, that was a good chance.
He's exceptional in puck retrievals.
Oh,
right?
Unbelievable.
And it's because he plays in straight lines and he plays hard.
Creates turnovers with hits on the forecheck and gets in the way. Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. Wallman, left wing corner. Up in the air now, glove down by Janmark. Give it to Connor Brown. Softly play it into the Kings zone. Kopitar go in behind his net. To Gavrikov, left corner, out through the middle. That puck goes just off of Kempe. And Jake Wallman will backpedal in the Edmonton zone. To Bouchard, now on the right wing to Connor Brown. He'll fire that across. Jeff Skinner will bring it into the Kings zone. And it goes off his stick. Kemper, the netminder, playing it. Kuzmenko got it up to the line to Kempe. He's got speed coming into the Oilers zone. His shot, and getting his stick in at the last second was Janmark, and it goes wide.
Kind of looked like he wrong-footed him as well.
Wallman with it in behind the net. We're under 2 to go here in a scoreless first as the Oilers take on the Kings this afternoon at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Brought in by Max Jones. A shot, and that goes wide of the Kings net. Up near the top of the circle. Deneau to get it out. Kulak has it at the Edmonton blue line. Through the middle, off the stick of Perry. Kemper's got to come out of his net and play it. Gave it to Anderson. Up the left wing to Fogle. Fogle on the right to center ice for Doughty. Bring the puck into the Edmonton zone. Fogle into the left wing corner. And now centering pass that went off a Nurse. And Perry got it up the left side and now to the middle for Kapanen. They'll get to center ice. It's Perry Kapanen on the right wing. Shot it off the stick of Doughty. Fiala will get it out. Puck in the neutral zone. Hyman Brings it in, goes to the right wing corner, along the right wing boards. Last minute here in a scoreless first. To the blue line where Emberson will keep it in. For Henrique to Hyman in behind the net. Hyman to the left wing, back to the left wing point. Well, that took a hop, but kept in by Wallman. To Frederick, oh, wrap it around. The save made by Kemper as Frederick almost snuck that in and then gets into it a bit with Fiala after the whistle.
Love it.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Well, it's nice to have a big man that has a little bit of a presence out there. Great song, by the way.
It is good. Face off to the left of Kemper.
Extra points if you can name the movie that this was used in. We're in Los Angeles.
I don't know that
starred Aidan Quinn and Daryl Hannah.
I didn't, whatever it is, I didn't see it.
Reckless.
Did not see it. Good movie?
Well, the only problem was Aidan was like 30 playing a high school student.
Well, that happened a bit in the 80s. Puck sent up to the blue line, off of Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins, right wing to Podkolzin, and now to Arvidsson. Oh, I got dumped down by Kopitar. And the puck cleared out to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko in front of the Edmonton bench. Oh, he got drilled by Arvidsson.
That's how you go back at a guy.
He came flying in there, and the puck's in behind the Edmonton net.
This game's got some bite to it. Love it.
Arvidsson torpedoed himself into that hit.
It's almost like these two teams have played in the playoffs the last 3 years.
It is somewhat reminiscent of that, isn't it? As it comes up to the line, and Arvidsson has shot it to hit Edmondson, and the first period will end. Victor Arvidsson, he really wanted to get that hit, and he did.
It's almost like, there's some guys that are saying, we weren't part of this before, we want to be a part of this tonight. And they're running around a bit.
Dealing with a bouncing puck, off the glass and out. Nurse to center ice to Hyman. Into the Kings end, that goes offside right at the Kings blue line. 35 seconds gone here in the second. The game's still scoreless.
It is clear that Trent Frederick is a little bit labored. However, he's been quite noticeable.
Yes.
He's gutting us out.
Comes across to Bouchard. He'll shoot it in. Doughty hacks at it. Comes up to the top of the circle where Deneau will get it out. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. It's inside his own end. And Bouchard will get to center ice. Up the right wing to Arvidsson. He'll shoot it in. Doughty behind the goal. Rims to Fogle. Now to Deneau. A breakaway pass to Moore. He'll shoot. Save made by Pickard and holds onto it as Trevor Moore had just snuck in behind. He was being pestered on the play, but Pickard with a good save.
Well, Calvin Pickard fought that one off. That was a little bit too easy of a zone exit for the LA Kings. They got a stretch pass up the middle, and Wallman and Bouchard got dissected on that play.
Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. We're a minute 4 into the second. And the game's still scoreless as Henrique takes the draw against Byfield. And LaFerriere can get it back to the blue line. Anderson shot, and he put it wide of the net. Doughty across the line to Fiala in the middle. His shot, and it's blocked by Henrique. And a bouncing puck batted out to center ice by Janmark. LaFerriere at his own line. The left wing for Fiala. Comes into the Edmonton zone. To the middle to Byfield. That goes off his stick. And Skinner to center ice for Edmonton. To Kulak on the right wing. Laid it in behind the net. Doughty on the right side to LaFerriere. Unable to get it past Janmark. It stays in the zone. Brown's pass to the middle. Picked off by Anderson. And he'll come out to center ice on the right wing. LaFerriere just inside the Edmonton line. Goes off a skate right to Pickard. He swept it into the right wing corner. Wallman up against the boards. To Kulak. Now to Jake Wallman. For Janmark. He'll skate through center. Get in over the Kings line on the left wing to Brown. The left wing corner goes past Janmark. And Malott will go in behind his net for the Kings and up the right wing to Lewis. Lewis off the boards and into the Edmonton zone to Malott. Now he'll walk it in front. Scores. Jeff Malott gets his first goal in the National Hockey League. And it's 1-0 for the Kings.
He's a 4-time 20-goal scorer in the minors. The Jets organization had him for a while. Played at Cornell, which is traditionally a low-scoring NCAA program. It's a heck of a goal, but the Oilers a little sleepy here out of the start after a real good final 8 to 10 minutes of the first period. And Malott with a beauty. No, hold on.
Oilers are challenging for offside. We'll take a look at it.
And usually you don't challenge that definitively. Yeah, you got to have a lot of information to suggest that this is offside. Noah Siegel is the head video coach. And so far in-house and on the LA broadcast, which is up in our booth, we have not seen a replay yet. I got to be honest with you, I didn't catch that as is on offside.
The LA broadcast gave us but it was very non-definitive. Oh.
That, to me, looks onside. That's going to count. The Oilers are
you think it's onside?
I think it's onside, yeah.
It's close. Unfortunately, no view of
we do not have a true blue line across the blue line. Look, here's the call.
After the coach was challenged by Edmonton, the play was determined to be offside. No goal.
Good call, Cam.
So, Jeff Malott, it's a heck of a nice goal. But his first NHL goal is going to have to wait. So we're still at zeros. Put a little time back on and play 2 minutes and 16 seconds of the second period. Still at zeros. Kapanen, Jones, and Perry out on the ice with Wallman and Bouchard. The faceoffs outside the Kings blue line. Great to have you on board wherever you are along the Oilers Radio Network this afternoon. Kapanen wins it. Shot in by Bouchard right on net. Steered aside by Kemper. Back to the left point. Wallman's blast goes wide. On the right point, Bouchard in behind the net to Perry. Perry gets dumped down by Edmondson. Puck's underneath him. Now it goes to Kapanen. Takes it to the left. Kapanen shimmies up the left wing boards to the top of the circle. Still trying to protect it. Gets it into the corner for Perry. Around the right wing boards to the blue line. Bouchard is shot and a stick save made by Kemper. Now Wallman hammers it wide. It'll go to the blue line and Malott can't get it out. Jones at the top of the circle and Hellenius on the right wing to Edmondson. Now at the left side to Lewis. Will come into the Edmonton end in behind and now in front and put it right through the crease and just missed Malott with it. Right wing point. Doughty walking in. A shot that's blocked by Wallman. And Hyman can skate away for the Oilers. Into the Kings zone left corner with Kempe on him. Puck came free to Kopitar. Now to Kuzmenko at center ice. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Stetcher off the boards and out. It's at center. Kuzmenko to Kopitar to Kempe. Kempe into the Edmonton end on the right wing. To the blue line. To Doughty. Makes a move to the middle and it goes off his stick. Stetcher off the glass and out. 3:45 gone here in the second. Oilers and Kings scoreless. Pass to Henrique in over the line. Now to Arvidsson, and he just blasted it wide of the net.
Oilers have missed some shots on goal here, Cam. They've had some time and space to put pucks on goal. Haven't been able to do it.
Nurse, cross ice, side his own blue line to Stetcher. Stetcher over to Podkolzin as he'll go through the middle into the Kings end to the right wing. Stops in the right wing corner for Nugent Hopkins and behind the net to the left side. Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Kulak will shoot it, and that misses. Fogle will get it out to Moore down the left wing. Moore into the Oiler end. Stops on the left wing, gets checked. It's Arvidsson to get it out. At his own blue line, Gavrikov over to Spence. Dumps the puck in. Emberson on the end boards. But Moore gets control. Emberson runs into him. Nugent Hopkins up the right wing for Arvidsson. Across to Podkolzin to center ice. Now Kulak was looking for Nugent Hopkins, but Fogle got in the way, and the puck goes to the right corner in the Kings zone.
Again, though, great work by Podkolzin to break a quick transition up for L.A.
Gavrikov to center and off the stick of Fogle. Fogle after it. In behind the Edmonton net, a centering pass off a skate. Goes over to the left wing. Fogle, top of the circle, lost it. And it's Brown to center ice for Edmonton. Connor Brown down the right wing. To the middle and not quite to Janmark. It comes out and it's Byfield into the Oiler end down the right side. Goes in behind the net to the left wing. Byfield dropping the puck to Fiala. Fiala takes a hard hit from Stetcher. Puck comes out to LaFerriere. Didn't get much of a shot. Stick saved by Pickard. It's on the left wing point. Clark got it low to the right wing. Played 5:45 of the second. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Kings. Puck to the left wing point. Clark off the boards. Goes into the skates of Troy Stetcher. Got it free to Janmark. Up the right wing to the blue line, but Clark's keeping it in for the Kings. Off the end glass. Stetcher to the left wing penalty coming up to the Kings. There's a hack right on Stetcher's hand. And the Edmonton Oilers are about to go on the power play. We played 6 minutes, 7 seconds of the second. Oilers and Kings scoreless. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. This is Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. The Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Scoreless, Oilers and the Kings. Byfield goes off to the slash. Edmonton gets their first power play.
Oilers 6th in the league at 25.5%. 6 consecutive years the Oilers have been above 25%. LA's got good penalty killing, 7th overall at 81.5. Kings, by the way, are middle 14th in the league in faceoffs. Edmonton is 12th, but the Oilers don't have Draisaitl nor McDavid on this power play, and those would be the top two center options for the Ozone Draws.
Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off in the King zone to the right of Darcy Kemper. Nugent Hopkins will take the draw against Kopitar. Nugent Hopkins wins it, but it goes past Bouchard and out.
You want to draw that cleanly. That's got to be a shot attempt pretty quickly on the power play. Instead, you're chasing the puck.
Arvidsson to Jeff Skinner. Throws it into the right wing corner. Mikey Anderson can't get it out. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point to Bouchard. Down the right wing to Nugent Hopkins to Arvidsson. Looking in front of the net. The pass looking for. Hyman was broken up. And Gavrikov will get it down the ice. Bouchard up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Comes through the middle into the King zone. Right wing corner, and it goes to the blue line where Jeff Skinner to Bouchard to Skinner. Skinner keeping it in, but it will go to Gavrikov. He does get it out. And Skinner back in with it. This time Deneau getting it out. Bouchard inside the Edmonton blue line. Just over 7 minutes gone here in the second. Oilers and Kings scoreless. Nugent Hopkins into the King zone. Left wing. Wanted to get it to Arvidsson. Goes to Skinner to Arvidsson. Through the middle off the stick of Anderson to the blue line where Bouchard kept it in. Left wing to Arvidsson. It's along the left wing boards. Nugent Hopkins to the blue line to Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins into the slot. And on the right wing is Skinner to the point. Bouchard across to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing is above the hash marks. Now to Arvidsson. Went off his stick and cleared out by Anderson. Oilers with 18 seconds left to go in this man advantage.
You hate to lose momentum on a power play. Didn't really get set up for one.
Gets to Perry at center ice. Go all the way across, but Henrique's got to go back into his own end. The penalty to Byfield's just about done. Down the right wing, now it is. Kapanen will shoot it in. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. Henrique recovers the puck. It's poked away from him by Doughty. Doughty through the middle of Fogle. Now on the right wing to Byfield. Just into the Edmonton zone. Kapanen out with it. Henrique trying to get to it. Sweeping it over to the left wing was Doughty. Henrique at center ice. His pass goes off of Fogle into the Kings end. Edmondson up the left wing for Fogle. Fogle in over the Oiler blue line. He fans on his pass attempt. Kapanen skates out with it for Edmonton. In over the King blue line himself. And this time it's Janmark's shot. Steered aside by Kemper. Over the glass, not a play. 8:43 gone here in the second. This game's still at zeros. Oilers didn't get a whole lot going on that. Very aggressive penalty kill by the Kings.
But you've got the two highest scoring power play point players in the NHL not available to you.
Exactly.
Certainly over the last 6 seasons. I'm going to hazard a guess probably over the last 9. Connor's come here and Leon's first full season in the NHL.
Big shot to the right of Kemper.
Don't mind what we're seeing out of Janmark tonight. He's moving his feet. He's transporting the puck through the neutral ice.
It's up against the boards and Gavrikov in behind his net. On the left to Fiala, just out to the neutral zone. Trent Frederick back into the Edmonton end for Kulak. Kulak across to Emberson. Through the middle, and that goes off his stick deep into Kings territory on the right wing. Trimmed, but Janmark knocks it down. He'll go to the net. The shot saved by Kemper. Rebound just jammed wide by Janmark.
That play happens because Frederick fills in his man.
LaFerriere down the right wing into the Oilers zone. His shot saved. Rebound scores. Fiala followed it up. And he makes it 1-0 for the Kings.
They're looking at the zone entry on this one, too. They're looking at it to see if that was offside. And unfortunately, Kulak got caught a little up the ice there. And I'll have to see if there's supposed to be backside support. The Oilers are not challenging this. It's going to be a good goal.
Kevin Fiala get his 30th of the year. And the Edmonton Oilers down 1-0 to the Kings here in the second period. Malott will direct it into the Edmonton zone. Puck along the boards, left wing. Nugent Hopkins gets it out, long pass to Arvidsson. Into the Kings end on the right wing, top of the circle across to Nugent Hopkins, but it was in the air, and Kuzmenko can get it out for the Kings. Checked by Nugent Hopkins. Puck along the boards. Kuzmenko over to the right wing, and Arvidsson will go out right up to Todd Colson into the Kings zone, left side, top of the circle, runs into Doughty. Loose puck to Malott. Now to Anderson up to center ice for Kuzmenko. Over the Edmonton blue line to the left wing corner, looking for Byfield to Kuzmenko. To the point it goes. Edmondson shot, and he just drilled it wide of the Oiler net. Lewis out of the left wing. To the point for Edmonton. His shot blocked in the slot by Podkolzin, and it's sent into the Kings bench, and we get the whistle. We're going to take a break. 9:37 to go in the second period. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL.
That was Edmonton's best chance of the game. Again, created by a forecheck.
Wallman to center, through the middle to Kapanen, into the King zone, left wing, along the left wing boards to Perry. Now to Kapanen. He'll center that, and it's off a stick and flipped up and out by Warren Fogle. 8:39 to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead. Kulak to Emberson at center ice. On the right wing for Hyman. Just got it into the Kings' end. And Moore will turn it up the left side, get it out. Hops over the stick of Emberson. He's got to go back for it. Around on the backhand. And to Henrique, one-touched it. To Frederick. He'll dump it in as he gains center. It's along the boards inside the LA zone. Frederick stick snaps in half. Deneau will get it out to Moore. Left wing to Gavrikov. Into the Edmonton zone. His stick lifted by Jeff Skinner. But Deneau will keep it alive, put it through the middle, but right to Henrique. To Emberson. Across to Kulak at his own blue line. Kulak high in the air, gloved by Kemper. And we'll get the whistle with 7:45 to go here in the second. And the Kings are up 1-0.
Good save from Kemper, who you know well from his 3 years as the number one goaltender for the Red Deer Rebels. And the Oilers fans know the story. In 2021, Edmonton was in on Kemper. Arizona was moving him. And Colorado got him. And it had to do with the prospect who ultimately didn't really pan out for the Arizona Coyotes in the deal. But the belief was that Arizona had been offered a more substantive defense prospect than the one that the Oilers were offering up at that time.
Nurse on the left wing, pointed shot, tipped by Janmark off the outside of the goal. And Janmark takes it into the right wing corner. Goes it back in behind the net. Now on the left wing to Brown, to the blue line, to Nurse across that line. For Stetcher, shoots it towards the net. That one blocked. Skinner's got it in behind the goal. To the left wing where Byfield's able to break it up. For LaFerriere off the right wing boards to Fiala into the Oilers zone. Now to Byfield, his centering pass. And Nurse there for the Oilers. Off the boards and out. Up to Connor Brown. Poke it into the left corner. Goes it behind the Kings goal. Anderson on the right wing. To LaFerriere. To Doughty. The right wing to LaFerriere. Center ice to Fiala. Comes into the Oilers zone. Byfield to Fiala. Out of the right wing corner to the blue line. Doughty shot tipped on net. Nice save made by Pickard.
Lucky save. But a good one.
Nugent Hopkins to center ice. Into the left wing corner for Podkolzin. Left it on the left side. Kempe will get it out for Kuzmenko. Skate through center. Kuzmenko to Doughty. 1-0. Kings lead. 6.5 to go in the second. Bouchard. Get the puck out of the zone, and Arvidsson into Kings territory. Spun around. It comes in front of the net. Podkolzin towards the net, and he's jamming away, and Kemper will keep it out as Vasily Podkolzin with the chance.
It's a lot of goaltenders that wouldn't have had the core strength there to keep that puck out of the net, Cam.
Darcy Kemper's a big, strong goalie. Oh, Podkolzin had it.
He was digging.
Oh, he's digging. That went up in the air. It almost landed in behind Kemper, but it does stay out. Face off to Kemper's right. 1-0 Kings. Fiala the goal scorer. 6:12 to go in this period. Oilers now out shooting the Kings 16-15.
It's been an even game.
Yeah.
They've missed on a couple deflections.
To the left wing point, Kulak. Shot, and that's off bodies. Goes over to the boards. Fogle will one-hand it out. Emberson through the middle. That misses everybody. It'll be icing against Edmonton. Edmonton Oil Kings playing tomorrow, 4 o'clock against Prince Albert. Game 6 in that series. Oil Kings up 3-2. Western Hockey League playoff action tomorrow. Been a very close series. Lots of good games. Be another good one tomorrow. Face off to the right of Pickard. Emberson to the right corner. Up in the air now to bouncing puck at center ice. Over the stick of Trent Frederick. Goes into the Kings' end. Hyman on the left wing. Threw it towards the net. Goes right to Edmondson. Edmondson up the left side to Fogle. Bounce the puck into the Oilers zone. Kulak in behind the net. Up the right wing to Frederick. Frederick checked by Gavrikov. Gavrikov over to Spence. Now on the right wing to Fogle. Got the puck into Moore. Moore top of the circle in the Oiler end. To the blue line, and Spence double clutched, and it came out. Fogle has it in the neutral zone. Off the right wing boards. Kulak's going to chase after it. Moore right on him. Right wing to Emberson. Up the right wing boards and out. Perry to Jones. He got held up a bit, and the puck cleared out. Oilers making a change.
Oilers lucky not too many men there.
Kapanen will bring the puck into the King zone. Goes to the left wing corner. Kapanen stops. Back to the point. Nurse across the line to Stetcher. A shot. And that one goes off of Jones in front of the net. Never got to it. Fiala out to center ice for the Kings. Made a move at the blue line. That was offside. 4:41 to go here in the second. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Oilers and Kings this afternoon. 1-0 Kings lead. 4:41 to go in this second period.
Well, a couple things here. LA's the second best defensive team in the NHL. You've seen that in evidence today. They got a good goaltender. We know that. But the Oilers have improved defensively, too, here over the last, especially since maybe the third game coming out of the Four Nations. They were just, by their own admission, the players will tell you not very good to those first three games. A little bit better defensive structure and process. And given who they have out of the lineup, it's been a decent showing. The game's right there to go get.
Doughty will flip it into the Oiler end. Stetcher up the right wing, pulled off the boards by Fiala. Tried to go to the middle, and Nurse with the puck for Edmonton. To Stetcher. Stetcher up the right wing. Janmark forced back into the Oilers zone to Troy Stetcher. And that's offside against the Kings. .4:15 to go in the second period. 1-0 LA leads. That's going to be intentional. So the face-off's all the way down into the Kings zone.
Well, if you get a chance to win a draw here, you got to get it to the net. Don't know if today's the day where you're going to necessarily cleanly beat the man in between the pipes, Darcy Kemper. It's probably going to have to be a rebound goal or deflection.
Face off to the left of Kemper. Goes it behind the Kings net. Doughty up the right wing to Kuzmenko. Kopitar to Kuzmenko, cross ice for Anderson. Through the middle and just off the stick of Kopitar. Went wide. Kopitar has it on the right wing. Top of the circle to the blue line for Doughty. To Kempe. Comes across the line on the right wing. Kuzmenko shoots, scores. Andre Kuzmenko off the right wing makes it 2-0 for the Kings.
This Triple K line for LA, and this is a situation where they don't have to play against the Oilers' top two centers, but they're going pretty good. And Kuzmenko could score. We know that. It's kind of bizarre what happened to him. I mean, 39 goals with Vancouver and 22-23, and he's gone Vancouver, Calgary, Philadelphia, now LA here in the last 4 years, or last 2 years. But he has been contributing to the Kings since he's been here.
This is 11th of the year. He's got points in 4 straight, does Kuzmenko. And it's 2-0 for Los Angeles. 16:08 time of the goal. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Pickard plays it, and it's Nugent Hopkins into LA territory. To the right wing corner for Podkolzin. They'll go in behind the net to the left. A centering pass through the slot all the way to the line and out. Kempe and Doughty with the assists on the goal by Kuzmenko. Fogle at his own blue line. To Danone out of Moore. The other end on the right wing. Wallman able to force him to the boards, and the puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard, right side, will get it out. To Podkolzin, now to Nugent Hopkins. Into the Kings' end on the left wing. Off the left wing boards, Arvidsson to Podkolzin. Over to the right, Malott. We got control for the Kings. Cross-ice pass. Just hit Podkolzin's stick. But Anderson with it now for LA. Up the right wing for Hellenius, and he'll dump it in. 2-0 Kings lead. We're here in the second period. 2:42 to go in the second. Max Jones, inside his own zone, to Emberson, who will cross to Kulak. Kulak through the middle to Jones. Comes into the Kings zone on the right wing. The left wing corner, Doughty will put it around the boards. Off of Corey Perry. It's in behind the Los Angeles net. Jones takes Anderson hard into the boards. And the puck's underneath Mikey Anderson. We get a whistle. 2:19 to go in the second period. 2-0. Los Angeles leads. Some words being exchanged in that corner. Corey Perry comes in there. That's a little bit in there himself, yeah. Face-off will be to the left of Darcy Kemper. Fiala and Kuzmenko, the goal scorers.
Well, I don't mind that at all from Max Jones, especially if your team down 2-0.
Kapanen will take the draw against Fiala. Kapanen wins it to the line. Emberson shot, and that's partially blocked. It goes to the right wing. Fiala's got it for the Kings. Out through the middle. Into the Edmonton zone. Dishes on the left. A Byfield shot off of Emberson. Emberson in the right corner. In the middle of the ice to Kulak on the left. Jeff Skinner will get it out. To Kapanen now on the right wing. Emberson into the Kings zone to Perry as he goes to the right corner. Now in behind the goal. Perry will bring it in front of the net, and unable to get a stick on it was Skinner. Ferrier through the middle of Byfield. Penalty coming up to Edmonton. It's on the right wing point. Clark comes across the line. He'll come out. Kemper's gone to the bench for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty. Minute and a half to go in the second. 2-0 Kings lead. Doughty with it in the right corner of his own zone. Up the middle to Kopitar. To Clark. He'll come in. At the other end. Taken hard to the boards. Edmonton touches it. And about to be shorthanded. Slashing call. Minute 18 to go in the second period. It'll be the second power play of the game for the Kings. 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Janmark going to the box for the Oilers.
Edmonton, number 13, minor penalty. Flash.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. Henrique in the face-off circle to Kopitar. Kopitar can get it back to the point. Doughty on the left to Fiala into the corner. Kuzmenko out to Doughty. Right side. Right wing to Kempe. Kuzmenko in behind the net. Out in front. Fiala's shot goes off the shoulder of Pickard. That was a heater. Cut back to the line. Doughty into the slot. Comes across Fiala. His pass. Broken up. And Nugent Hopkins is going to steal. Oh, Doughty just knocked it away. Otherwise, Nugent Hopkins had a breakaway.
That was great play by Drew Doughty.
44 seconds to go in the second period. Oilers down 2-0. Fiala into the Oilers zone. Gave that away to Kulak. He'll dump it out. Doughty out from behind his net with 30 seconds to go in the second. For Kopitar. Cross ice to Kempe. For Kuzmenko on the right wing. It hits Connor Brown. Brown will get the puck out. And Podkolzin makes a move, trying to get by Doughty. Going towards the net. Doughty forced him over to the right wing boards. Cross ice pass by Podkolzin. Picked off by Kempe. 8 seconds to go in the period. In over the line to Fiala. Fiala on the right to Kopitar. And the shot and the save by Pickard with 1 second left in the period. And now everybody gathering in behind the Edmonton net. Clark took a shot from Podkolzin.
See, but Colson's got to circle back. And, I mean, that is not a fight that Frank Clark can afford to take. Because Vasily Podkolzin dropped the far tougher player than Brent Clark. I don't know. See, that's one where if Vasily drops the gloves 2 or 3 times a year, guys won't do that. But earlier this season, he one-punched Jeremy Lauzon, and it was bad.
Yeah. It was decisive.
Yes. They're going to pull Kemper here?
Maybe. You could just maybe checking to see exactly how much time. Yeah, they got 2.9 now on there.
Now they won't be pulling.
No,
Kemper.
that's a little too much. He's looking.
He is going to pull him.
Yeah, okay. So Kemper will go to the bench. 2.9.
Now they're center of the bow. They got an extra guy.
Well, they got 6 guys out there.
So them delay a game here. What's going on?
Kemper looks at the bench. What do you want to do? Okay, Fiala's coming off the ice. Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. It goes to the point, the shot, and it's saved by Pickard off of Doughty. Oh, Kings won that. Incredibly clean back to Drew Doughty. Pickard just got enough of it. And the second period ends. The Oilers are down 2-0 after 40 minutes. And they still get to kill 42 seconds of power play time with Janmark in the box. Oilers got to find a way to get one by Darcy Kemper.
They're going to get 2 by Darcy Kemper.
Well, we'll start with 1. Go from there.
Are you saying that you only get 1 goal at a time? They got some work to do.
Yeah, they do. They do have some work to do. So that's where we sit. We are through 40 minutes here at the Crypto.com Arena. 2 goals in the second period by the Kings. Kevin Fiala and Andrei Kuzmenko. And that's the difference.
Kings.
Radio Network. Here at the Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-0. Kings lead the Oilers. 9:26 to go here in the third. Fiala and Kuzmenko, the goal scorers. Both those goals coming in the second period. Face off in the Kings zone to the left to Darcy Kemper. Henrique wins it. Bouchard blasts a shot and a glove save by Kemper.
Lots of clean win. Perry has replaced Frederick on this line, at least for this shift. And Bouch got a pretty good rip at it.
Yeah.
Kemper's in the zone right now. He's playing well for LA.
Face off to his left. Well, Perry's taking the draw now. Dino kicked out of the face-off circle. Warren Fogle will take the draw against Corey Perry. Goes to the corner. Fogle doesn't get it out. Hyman to the left wing point. The shot blockered away by Kemper after Kulak snapped it towards the goal. Perry has it in the left wing corner. Cycling the puck. Hyman bumps it up the left wing. Goes to the top of the circle, and Fogle there for the Kings, and he'll get out to center ice. Off the left wing boards and in. And Fogle knocked down Bouchard. There's a penalty coming up, and it can be interference call against Bouchard. Fourth power play of the afternoon for the Kings. Los Angeles, 8:57 to go in this third period.
Here we go, Los Angeles. How can you get away?
Looked more like a takedown from Fogle.
That's exactly what it was.
But Bouchard got drilled through interference. Off the draw, puck goes to Nurse. And behind the Edmonton net, off the left wing boards and down the ice.
2 minutes for interference.
Oiler penalty kill, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Kopitar at center, his pass off his stick and it launches into the crowd. We got a neutral zone face-off. In Anaheim on Monday, last game of this trip. Edmonton still faces Los Angeles one more time. That's at home on the 14th of April.
LA's had a very favorable schedule this year against the Oilers in the regular season. Playing at home, coming out of a Christmas break, so they don't have to travel. Oilers beat them 1-0 back at Edmonton.
Kopitar will bring it in across to Doughty. Back to Kopitar on the left wing. He's in the left wing corner. Behind the net to Kuzmenko to Kopitar. Out to Kempe. Nice save made by Pickard. And Nurse could get the puck out to center ice. Calvin Pickard had to be sharp. Adrian Kempe with a quick shot from the slot. Fiala at the Edmonton blue line. On the right wing for Kuzmenko will shoot it in. Pickard able to stop it. The left wing for Vasily Podkolzin. He'll get it all the way down the ice. Penalty over in 49 seconds. In behind his own net. Clark now on the right wing. To Moore. Over to Fogle as he gets to center ice. So Byfield now on the right side to Moore. Comes into the Oilers zone to the right wing corner it goes. Byfield after it jams it to the left corner for Warren Fogle. Now to Deneau, top of the circle. To the blue line to Clark to Deneau. Deneau down the left wing. Fogle in behind the net. Get it to the slot area. And Kapanen will get it to the blue line. But Byfield kept it in. Byfield walks in. The shot. Right pad save made by Pickard. And it's cleared out and down the ice. Byfield into the Edmonton zone and over to the right wing. Penalty is over. Los Angeles 0 for 4 on the power play. Byfield. His pass goes right to the end mark of the Oilers, then stripped off his stick by Moore into the corner to Byfield. He's going to come out in front to Deneau, and that just goes wide of the net.
Jeff Skinner with a great defensive Stetcher. Stetcher, terrific defensive play.
And it comes out to center ice, and it's Connor Brown. Will shoot it in off the glass. 2-0 Kings. 6:25 to go in the third period. Ferrier up the left wing. Ferrier cuts to the middle at center ice. Into the Oilers zone on the right to the right wing corner. As Bouchard was able to scoop the puck up near the blue line. Lewis will keep it in for the Kings. Gave it right to Stetcher. He'll get it out. Off the stick of Hyman. Now a pass for Kopitar misses him, and that will be icing against the Kings. With 6:01 to go in the third, it's 2-0 Los Angeles. Faceoff will be to the right of Kemper. Nugent Hopkins, Arvidsson, and Hyman out on the ice. Bouchard and Wallman for the Oilers. Kopitar taking the draw for the Kings. Puck gets to the corner. Hyman will walk it out from the left side. A shot off the arm of Kemper. Puck in the right corner. Hyman behind the net. He's looking for Arvidsson. It went off his stick. Wallman get the puck to Arvidsson. Right wing point for Bouchard. Across to Wallman. His shot saved by Kemper. Rebound comes loose. Arvidsson trying to find it. It gets to the slot and to the top of the circle. And LaFerriere is going to get it out. At center ice, Nugent Hopkins into the Kings zone to Bouchard, and shot blocker save made by Kemper. Skating out Fiala, 2-on-1. He's got Byfield with him, and over the line, Fiala, the shot off the arm of Pickard.
Excellent stop from Pickard.
Trying to go short side upstairs. Nugent Hopkins comes out for Edmonton to center ice. Put it off the corner. Boards.
Whoa,
call
come
on.
on.
Pacing. I don't know.
That is a terrible call.
They were looking for the corner rebound to get it to Zach Hyman. It looked like he had position.
A little bit of game management going on there. I don't like that call at all.
5:12 to go in the third. 2-0 Kings. Faceoff will be in the Edmonton zone to the right of Calvin Pickard.
Excellent stop now, Pickard. Fiala made the right play, just waited, and Wallman took away the pass.
Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and Perry. Deneau's taking the draw for the Kings. All right, they get them lined up. Nugent Hopkins wins the draw. Wallman up the right side, but it's gloved down by Fogle. And Deneau towards the net, gloved by Pickard, and we get the whistle. And we'll take a break with 5:03 to go in the third. 2-0. Kings lead the Oilers. From the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, it's 4 dealers, NHL
all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-0 Kings lead the Oilers. We got 5:03 to go in the third. Fiala and Kuzmenko scoring in the second period. That has been it. Shots are now 26-25 in favor of the Kings. Face off the Edmonton end to the right. Calvin Pickard. Henrique taking the draw for the Oilers. In the face-off circle with Beno. Oh, Corey Perry needs a new stick.
Looks like Trent Frederic's either not playing with this line. I'm trying to see. We have 12 skaters on the bench. 12.
I think there's 13.
13, so,
yeah. So there's
he's
18
on the
players.
bench. Yeah, he's on the bench. It's just, I haven't seen him up for a couple shifts.
Perry across the Edmonton line to Nurse. Now up the right wing to Kulak. He'll shoot it in. Kemper had a hop over his stick. And it goes to the left corner. Henrique for Edmonton. And behind the net, Perry was battling with Spence. The puck along the end boards. Corey Perry squeezes it free to Henrique. Now to the right wing for Kapanen. Right wing corner for Adam Henrique. Behind the net, it goes past Perry. Vogel unable to do much with Nurse pinching in from the blue line and the puck in the corner.
That should have been a penalty on Vogel.
Nurse will in behind the Kings net to the side of the goal. Put it off the side. Perry will center it. Goes through the slot to the point to Kulak. Fakes the shot. Gives it to Nurse. His pass went up in the air.
Time and space was there for Kulak. He's got to put more just slash Nurse from behind.
Kulak will bring the puck through the middle of the ice. Winds up. Blasts it in. Off the blocker of Kemper and way up into the air and out of play. With 3:49 to go here in the third, and it's 2-0 for Los Angeles.
So the Oilers are saying, you're going to call a penalty here at some point. It's 4-1 in this game. The Oilers have got a good penalty killing. LA's got the better team dressed. They're 2 points ahead of the Oilers in the standings going into this game. Been a dominant home ice team.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Nugent Hopkins wins the draw. Jake Wallman left point. Quick shot. And that one goes off of Nugent Hopkins to the right wing side. Fiala top of the circle to Byfield. And he'll come out through the neutral zone in over the Edmonton line. Looking for Fiala, and his pass is blocked. And Bouchard to center ice. Off a stick and in. In the left wing corner. Ferrier around the boards. Will not get out. Bouchard right point. His shot and his save made by Kemper. No rebound to be had as Hyman was looking for one. With 3:19 to go in the third, and it's 2-0 for the Kings. Oilers will get Podkolzin, Skinner, and Brown out. Looks like Pickard's going to the bench. To go 6-on-5 here. Calvin Pickard to the Edmonton bench.
Gotta win a draw if you're Henrique.
Kopitar taking the draw against Henrique. To the left of Kemper. Henrique wins it. Bouchard in the middle on the right. Now to Jeff Skinner towards the net. That's partially blocked. Goes to the right side. Podkolzin in behind the goal. To the left wing. To the blue line. Wallman shot. And that goes wide. Right wing, Henrique to the corner to Brown. To Wallman on the left point. That hopped over his stick. It comes out. The empty net for Lewis. And he scores. Makes it 3-0 for the Kings. Lewis with the empty netter at 17:03. That's his 6th of the year. Goes into the King zone, capping into the right corner, in behind the net. Spence took it away to Lewis. He'll get it out. to Malott at center. Now to Hellenius. Hellenius' shot, stick save made by Pickard. Puck up against the boards inside the Edmonton end. Malott in behind the net. Malott banks it to the point. Spence over to Edmondson. Off the corner boards for Hellenius. And Hellenius on the end to Malott. Rim it to the right wing point for Spence. He'll shoot it. Tipped wide of the Edmonton goal. 3-0 Los Angeles. 2:15 to go in the third period. The puck in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Malott along the left side. Jones on him. Jones got it free. Right wing to Perry. He will clear it out. Spence to Edmondson. Edmondson on the left wing for Moore. Now on the left side to Fogle. A hard shot and it's saved by Pickard. He covers that up with a minute 49 to go here in the third period. Faceoff will be in the Edmonton zone to the right of Pickard. Janmark against Deneau. Oilers down 3-0 here in the third. Deneau won it. Anderson left wing to Moore to Fogle, left corner. Deneau out to Fogle. Couldn't get a shot away. He was tied up. And Brown skates out for Edmonton down the right wing. Into the Kings' end. Stops just over the blue line. Off the right wing boards to Emberson. Right wing to Skinner. Puck along the right side. Connor Brown up to the blue line. All the way across to Kulak. A shot, and that's blocked. The top of the circle. It is knocked out of the zone. Right at the Los Angeles blue line. Fogle will get to center ice. Dump it in off the end glass. Nerds in the corner. Now in behind the net. We're coming up to the last minute here in the third. 3-0 Kings lead. Clark pulls into Nugent Hopkins. Off the right wing boards. Edmondson. Behind the net to Clark. Up the right wing to Malott. Malott will bring it into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Missed Hellenius with it. And Podkolzin cross ice to Arvidsson. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Right wing to Arvidsson. To Podkolzin. A backhand that goes wide and covered by Kemper. With 33 seconds to go here in the third. And it's 3-0 for Los Angeles. This makes it awfully difficult for the Edmonton Oilers to get home ice in the first round.
Yeah, it's always going to be a difficult task.
They would have had to win both games against the Kings.
Not much juice today, a little bit like the game against Seattle.
Face off to the left of Kemper. And the puck into the middle. Hyman backhand scores! No!
Did it go through the side of the net and in?
Oh, it's in the net.
It went through the side of the net. That's. I don't. Just judging by the way Hyman reacted, he doesn't think he scored.
No, he didn't score.
There's no goal. The puck was blocked on the outside of the net.
Landed up in the net.
That said, I don't know how it goes in the net. The side of the net, that angle, but it did.
But it did. It's unbelievable.
Couldn't do that 1,000 times if he tried again.
The ball was in the net. Still 3-0. And the puck is cleared out. Emberson will go in behind the Oiler goal. And now through the middle. Left wing to Jones. That's behind him. It's icing with 14 seconds left. Face off to the right of the Pickard. Edmonton in Anaheim on Monday. Against the boards inside the Edmonton zone and the skates of Emberson and tapping in behind the net. And they'll just leave it back there. And the Los Angeles Kings will get a 3-0 victory. Darcy Kuemper gets his 5th shutout of the season, 36th of his career. And the second time in his career that he has shut out the Edmonton Oilers. 3-0 the final. Kings have now won 4 in a row, and the Edmonton Oilers 3-game winning streak comes to an end.
Well, LA had a better team rest, given the significance of the Edmonton Oilers injuries.